For an interminable span, this canine endured the oppressive confines of a cage, relegated to the shadows of neglect. His keeper, an indifferent soul, utterly disregarded his plight. Survival was only feasible through the benevolence of neighboring residents who sporadically provided sustenance. For 4 relentless years, this unfortunate creature languished in captivity, his fur encrusted with the detritus of his own filth, feces and urine, adhering to him like a grimy cuirass. The dog's predicament finally attracted the attention of a vigilant passerby, who promptly alerted animal rescuers. Upon receiving the distressing news, the rescuer wasted no time. He arrived swiftly, gathering insights from local residents about the dog's dire situation. The owner, a habitual inebriate and solitary bachelor, frequently vented his drunken frustrations on the animal, subjecting it to egregious maltreatment. The conditions under which the dog existed were deplorable, and the rescuer, determined to intervene, embarked on prolonged negotiations with the owner. Eventually, a deal was struck, allowing the man to purchase the dog and liberate him from his dismal fate. Despite the opportunity for freedom, the beleaguered dog, long accustomed to his prison, was paralyzed by terror at the prospect of leaving his iron-barred refuge. His instinctive fear made him resist vehemently, as if the cage were his only sanctuary. In a desperate bid to escape, he darted back into the cage, causing the rescuer to re-enter the squalid enclosure. The ground within was enshrouded in a thick, odorous layer of excrement. By the time they returned home, night had fallen. With meticulous care, the rescuer began the arduous task of shaving the dog's filthy fur. The process was painstaking, lasting over an hour, yet it brought a semblance of relief and a faint smile to the man's face. Exhausted but resolute, he provided water to the dog, which changed hue as it came into contact with the grime that had tainted his coat. Further examination revealed the extent of the neglect. The dog's hind legs were in a lamentable state, afflicted by infection and infested with maggots. The timely rescue spared him from potential amputation. A seasoned rescuer, having saved over 300 dogs, was undeterred by the overwhelming stench and filth. Despite the maggot-infested wounds on the dog's feet, which had been ravaged to the point of creating gaping holes, he continued his compassionate work. That night, he resolved to stay awake, administering initial treatment at home and planning a visit to the hospital at dawn. The following morning, the dog was taken to the hospital, where a comprehensive examination revealed fever, bloody stools, and severe wound infections. The medical team promptly addressed the infected areas, initiating a regimen of intravenous fluids, injections, wound cleaning, and dressing changes. The dog was admitted for continuous care. On the 5th day of treatment, there was a marked improvement as his appetite returned. By the 10th day, the stitches were removed, and on the 15th, he was finally discharged from the hospital. With his physical indicators stabilizing, the focus shifted to his ongoing recovery and nutritional replenishment. In this narrative of hardship and salvation, the dog's journey from suffering to recovery underscores the profound impact of dedicated compassion and the transformative power of intervention. What do you think about this poor dog's story? Are you enjoying the video? If so, I kindly ask you to subscribe to Doggo Dreamscape and leave a like. Your support means the world to me and greatly helps the channel grow. Thank you.